So basically, when I was in school, I used to learn about Mughal Empire, Aurangzeb, Khilji, and many more in the history book. And from the time I started watching Hindi movies, more particularly the historical one, question was always there in my mind that why we were never taught about Hindu emperors. Not that I never liked reading about Mughals and others, but we should have known about this powerful Hindu emperor too, isn't it? Anyways, why I'm talking about this? Well, one epic historical movie released on Valentine's Day, and I know I'm late to talk about it, but still, I just want to talk a little bit. So, the movie was Chhaava, that broke all records on Valentine's Day. It is actually a matter of being proud that a historical movie like this actually made a grand opening on this day. It feels good that new generations are taking interest in learning about the history. So the movie was based on Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj's son Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj. Before getting into the video, let us know who Sambhaji Maharaj was. Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj is one of the most important historical figures in Indian history, particularly in the context of the Maratha Empire. His life is filled with battles, struggles, and a legacy of courage and sacrifice that has made him a revered figure in Marathi culture and Indian history. Sambhaji was born in 1657 to Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, the founder of the Maratha Empire, and his wife Saibai. As a young prince, he was trained in martial art, administration, and statecraft. After the death of Shivaji in 1680, Sambhaji ascended the throne as the second Chhatrapati of the Maratha Empire at the age of 23. Sambhaji's reign was dominated by constant battle with the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb. Aurangzeb, who had been at war with Shivaji for years, continued his efforts to crush the Maratha Empire after Shivaji's death. Sambhaji resisted the Mughal forces fiercely and conducted guerrilla warfare, continuing his father's legacy of defiance against the Mughals. Sambhaji was an able strategist and commander. He led several successful military campaigns to defend the Maratha territories and expand their influence. His leadership was instrumental in maintaining the independence of the Maratha Empire during a period of intense Mughal aggression. One of the most tragic events in his life was his capture by the Mughal force in 1689. Sambhaji was betrayed by some of his own men and was captured by Aurangzeb's forces. He was subjected to extreme torture and despite his resilience and refusal to surrender, was executed by Aurangzeb's order. His martyrdom is seen as a symbol of sacrifice and unwavering commitment to his people and his kingdom. Though Sambhaji Maharaj's reign was short, he is remembered as a warrior king who upheld the ideas of his father, Shivaji Maharaj. His martyrdom became a rallying point for the Maratha Empire and inspired future generations to resist Mughal rule. The Maratha Empire under his leadership remained resilient and continued to challenge the Mughal dominance in India. The film Chhaava brings to life the story of Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj. This movie showcases his valiant efforts to protect his empire, his loyalty to his father's legacy, and his ultimate sacrifice. The movie focuses on the emotional and historical aspects of his life, with a particular emphasis on his bravery, leadership, and the personal turmoil he faced during his reign. After the death of his father, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, Sambhaji was crowned as the second king of the Maratha Empire in 1681. His ascension was met with challenges as some faction within the empire opposed him due to his youth and the internal politics that followed Shivaji's death. Despite these early difficulties, Sambhaji proved to be an able and determined ruler, carrying on his father's work of expanding and consolidating Maratha power. One of the central events of Sambhaji's reign was his ongoing war with the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb, who sought to subjugate the Maratha Empire. Sambhaji's strategic intelligence in the battlefield and his use of guerrilla tactics played a key role in thwarting many Mughal advances. In addition to military conflict, Sambhaji also had to deal with betrayal and internal dissent, which made his position even more difficult. The movie showed after the fall of Panhala how Sambhaji was betrayed by his own men and captured by Mughal forces. This was a critical moment in his life as he was subjected to extreme torture by Aurangzeb's army. Despite his suffering, he refused to surrender or betray the Maratha cause. The movie covered the intense battles and strategies employed by Sambhaji to protect his kingdom from the overwhelming Mughal forces. One of the central emotional moments of the movie is his capture and brutal execution by Aurangzeb's forces. His ability to stay true to his cause despite the tortures he endured forms the emotional climax of the film. This scene was so impactful that anyone would get goosebumps easily. The movie is praised for its historical accuracy, dramatic portrayal, and the performance of the actors. It provides a glimpse into the life of a ruler who is often overshadowed by his father but is no less remarkable in his own right. Honestly, when I first saw the film, I also thought that why the movie is not on Chhatrapati Shivaji but on his son. But when I saw the whole film, I realized that it was actually needed to make this film. Just like his father, he was also one of the bravest warriors of Indian history, and the world should definitely know about him. Sambhaji Maharaj's legacy is one of courage, sacrifice, and the spirit of resistance. His story continues to inspire not just Marathas but people who fight for justice and independence. Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj's life story is one of resilience, leadership, and ultimate sacrifice, either through historical record or cinematic portrayals like Chhaava. His legacy as a warrior king who stood steadfast against overwhelming odds continues to resonate deeply with people, particularly in the Maratha heartland. So here comes the end of the video. Do let us know your opinion in the comment section. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.